All right, if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you're going to want to listen to this. There's a pretty big change happening, like right now, and it might mean some of your absolute favorite games, well, they're about to disappear for good.
So, let's just cut to the chase. Are your favorite games about to just vanish? And look, this isn't some what-if scenario. For a whole lot of you, the answer is a big, fat yes. And it's happening way sooner than you probably think.
Yep, if you're on the PlayStation Plus Extra or Premium tiers, this is your reality. The clock has officially started ticking down on some huge blockbuster games.
Okay, so let's get right into it. What's the urgent news? We're talking about 6 very specific, very high-profile games that are confirmed to be leaving the service.
And just look at this list. What's absolutely wild here is the quality of the games getting pulled. I mean, we're not talking about some obscure indie titles. You've got The Last of Us Remastered and Uncharted 4, literally 2 of the best story-driven games ever. Then you have the gorgeous world of Horizon Zero Dawn, the punishingly brilliant Bloodborne, the incredible reboot of God of War, and even the super fun Ratchet and Clank. Seriously, any one of these leaving would be a big deal. All of them, that's a huge loss.
So you're probably asking, why? Why is this even happening? Well, let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture here. Because this isn't just some random thing. It's actually part of a system, a deliberate strategy that, honestly, all these subscription services use.
And just how big is this rotation? Get this, it might actually surprise you, but on average, about 15% of the games in these kinds of digital libraries get swapped out every single year. It's a feature, not a bug, of how these services are designed.
So what's the deal then? Well, the key thing to understand is that it all comes down to something called licensing agreements. And this, right here, is the fundamental difference between owning a game outright and just subscribing to it. Sony doesn't actually own the permanent rights to most of these games. They basically rent them. They sign temporary deals with the publishers, and when those contracts run out, poof, the games have to go, unless, of course, they cut a new deal. And this quote from a former PlayStation exec, Shuhei Yoshida, it kind of gives us a window into Sony's thinking. He said the key isn't just the number of games, but the quality and diversity of the content. So for Sony, rotating games out is actually a strategy. It keeps the library from feeling stale, always something new. And let's be real, it also creates that feeling of urgency, right? That play it now or you might miss it vibe that keeps us all subscribed and engaged every month.
Okay, so that's the why. Enough of the business talk. Let's get back to what matters to you. What can you, the player, do about this right now? Here's your game plan, your last chance to play.
All right, first things first, pull out your calendar because you need to circle this date. The hard deadline is March 31st. I'll say it again, March 31st. After that, these 6 games are gone from the service, no extensions. So, what should you do? Here are your 3 action steps. Number 1. Download them now. Just get them onto your console so you can squeeze in every last minute of playtime before the deadline. 2. If there's a game on this list you just can't imagine living without, you might want to think about just buying it from the store. That gives you permanent access. And 3, a special shout out to all you trophy hunters. Now is the time. It's your last chance to grind out those final trophies before they're out of reach on the service. Okay, let's quickly clear up a couple of common questions. And this is really important. Once the games are gone, even if you downloaded them, they'll be locked. You won't be able to play them through the service anymore. It's just another reminder that this is all about access, not ownership. But there's good news. Your save data, it's totally safe, stored up in the cloud. So if you do decide to buy the game down the road, you can pick up right where you left off. No progress lost. You know, all of this, it really brings up a much bigger question, doesn't it? It's about value, and maybe even the future of how we play games. When titles can just come and go like this, is a service like PlayStation Plus still worth the money? And this really lays out the whole trade-off, right? On the one hand, the downside, your favorite games can just, poof, disappear, and you don't actually own anything permanently. But the upside is pretty great too. You get this constant stream of new games to try out and access to this giant, diverse library, all for one monthly fee. It's pretty much the classic rent versus buy debate, just, for the digital age. And it's important to remember, while these 6 incredible games are on their way out, this is just one side of the coin. The library is always changing. Sony usually announces the new games that are coming in around the 2nd week of the month. So yeah, replacements are definitely on the way. Which kind of brings us full circle, right? Right back to that huge question about our digital lives today. In an era where we subscribe to pretty much everything, our movies, our music, and now our games, what does it even mean to truly own your entertainment anymore? That's the trade-off, isn't it? The one we're all making every single month?